Alright guys, today I have a nice big dose of new Arabian perfumes for you. So, not only they're affordable, not only they're new releases, not only they're all gorgeous, but also I have a big fat discount code for you from DXB Perfume. This is the shop I work with. I do not work with perfume brand. I do work with a shop that carries them. So you have some Latafa, Swiss Arabian, Ajmal, AFNAN, as well as Zimaya on their website, and you have 15% off everything. So they have like a small flat fee for worldwide shipping, and I think free shipping to UK. Check it out, because it's a good website, solid one, and they ship very fast. I really like ordering from them. Everything is always perfect, and I actually spent some time in Dubai with them, and they're very lovely people. So I got sent a couple of fragrances that I really wanted to try, and they're all from Zimaya. So let's start with this collection, which is called Anhar, and I have two fragrances. The first one is Anhar Valley, and I think it might be interesting for a lot of you because this is kind of a inspiration slash dupe for Creed Spring Flowers. Also, it's quite similar to Light Blue from Dolce & Gabbana, but way less citrus, more like sweet ozonic. I fell in love with this fragrance. I actually received it in Dubai, and it's such a good freshie. You know, honestly, I wouldn't really spend so much money for this kind of a DNA that Creed has to offer, because you know it's a freshie. It's a lovely freshie, but still a freshie. It's not gonna last for 13 hours, you know, the Creed one. So I think this one is a great alternative. It's very ozonic, okay? It's very aquatic, super refreshing, but at the same time it's super fruity and sweet and juicy. So in here you actually have aquatic notes, melon, apple and peach. Then you have ozonic notes and rose, and in the base you've got ambergris and musk. And I must say, you know, don't get me wrong, this fragrance is quite long lasting for what it is. Because of the ambergris, it really holds up to the skin and clothes. And I love how extremely refreshing it is. It's like you jumped into a cool light blue water somewhere on the island on the Pacific Ocean. So nice, so lovely. You know, it's great for straight out of the shower fragrance, but I also think I'm gonna use it on a daily basis when it gets warmer. So spring, summer, that's when I'm gonna use it the most for sure. So this is Anhar, the Valley one. Now the next one is Sweeter, Deeper Sister. It's also Anhar, but it's called Dune. So basically you have the ocean and you have the desert, all right? And the Dune one is amber citrus vanilla. That's how I would categorize it. Very interesting nose structure, super on trend. We have vanilla and caramel, we have lemon zest and coconut, and then we have ambergris and musk. And this one definitely needs a minute or two for you to get used to it. But once you do, oh, I love this so much. Like, it's definitely not a dupe for Dolce & Gabbana Devotion. Don't even go there. I know there's vanilla and, you know, lemon zest, but it's not like that. It has some similarity because of how structured it is, but for me, it's more of a coconutty, woody, powdery fragrance with that hint of Dolce & Gabbana Devotion. It's a little bit like Vanilla Powder from Matière Première and Dolce & Gabbana Devotion had a baby, and that would be Anhar Dune. So if you love those fragrances, if you love Devotion, which I do, if you love Vanilla Powder, which I do so much, then you will love this, because it's like you mix them both together. It's so nice. It's so nice, and I feel like they pretty much took those two beautiful fragrances and made the best mixture out of them, and it works so well. Great longevity on this one. I really cannot complain. I from the get-go would get good 7-8 hours with moderate projection, so I really cannot complain. Beautiful, sweet, gourmand fragrance, but like interesting with a nice twist, you know. So this one is great. This one is really great. Again, if you love Devotion, if you love Vanilla Powder, you'll be in heaven. All right, and AFNAN and Zimaya have been playing a lot with Vanilla Powder DNA. So are other brands at the moment, but I feel like they do it very well. Because I already have 2 or 3 fragrances that are kinda in Vanilla Powder realm from AFNAN and Zimaya. And they're very good with lasting power, with quality, no alcohol smell. They're just really good. So that is Dune, and I really recommend both. I cannot recommend one or the other more because they're so different. This one is like your super juicy, aquatic, ozonic scent that will give you a breath of fresh air when you smell it. But it's not like toilet spray, not at all. And this one, amazing gourmand. So yeah, I love these two. Not the biggest fan of the bottles, because you know, I love my gold, I love my simples. They're not, but you know, you get a great fragrance either way. So let's move on. Let's move on, my darlings. I want to introduce you to a really good alternative to KAYALI Sparkling Lychee. I know we have our Kair Fusion, is it? Fusion, which I really do love. We do have one from Cadlage, kinda going into that realm, but this one is really nice because it's amazing on lasting power, and that is Zimaya Rajwah. And this bottle I really do like, not gonna lie. It's extra, but I do like it. I do like it. I really don't mind it. So this one is considered to be a fruity powdery fragrance. And in here we have my beloved blackcurrant and beloved lychee, as well as red apple. Then we have some jasmine, zambac, violet and rose. And in the base we have vanilla, amber, sugar and musk. And this I truly fell in love with from the first sniff. This just gives me that, you know, sparkling lychee vibe, but less juvenile, more like sophisticated, more refined, more mature. I would say Kair Fusion is amazing, but is just as juvenile as KAYALI. Alright, and this one is pretty much the same note structure, but this one is just more refined, more mature, more like sophisticated. It's not as girly, flirty, sparkling. This one has more emphasis on the blackcurrant rather than sparkling lychee. There's lychee here, of course, but you get more of that blackcurrant. You get more vanilla and more amber. So yeah, this one I absolutely love. This one is gonna be my favorite day-to-day fragrance, especially when winter goes away a little bit and it gets a bit warmer. I'm gonna pull this out and just devour it. It's so yummy and so refined, as I said. Same DNA, smells very similar, but it's just more classy. Like a shelf up, you know? A shelf up, scent-wise. Alright, so that is the KAYALI inspiration. The next one I have for you is something that I think has been inspired by Queen of Silk from Creed, and it's really, really pretty. However, if I'm honest, I prefer the three that I just showed you scent-wise. Again, it's just my personal preference, but if you're looking for a great Queen of Silk alternative, then this one is gonna be your gem, and that is called Charisma Parfum. Again, not the biggest fan of the bottle. It's not terrible, but you know. Alright guys, so I just double checked for you and I made a mistake. This is actually inspired by not Queen of Silk. This has been inspired by Carmina from Creed. So in here we have exactly the same note structure as in Carmina, and we have black cherry, saffron, and pink pepper. Then we have rose, peony, violet, and cashmere wood. And in the base we've got musk, ambroxan, myrrh, and frankincense. So this is your cherry-esque fragrance. However, it's definitely on a deeper side, definitely a smoky, resinous one. This one is lovely because it has a lot of peony. So it's gonna be very, very appropriate for pretty much any occasion, whether it's formal or just you running errands, your day-to-day errands. It's not exactly my preferred scent profile, and you know, this is just my personal opinion, because I just don't really love Carmina or Queen of Silk, to be honest. So if you are looking for a great alternative to Creed Carmina, which I've tested a lot because I was very tempted to buy it because of the bottle, not gonna lie, I just couldn't bear it. It smells almost the same. It's not as deep, it's a little bit lighter, but the gist is the same. So try it if you love Creed Carmina, because this is a fraction of the price. On top of that, you have a discount code of mine. So yeah, if you want a Creed Carmina dupe, then this is very, very good. It's just not my personal cup of tea scent-wise. It's just me. It's not her, it's me. And last but not least, we have something that I am very excited to show you, even though I have hundreds of dupes of this fragrance at this point. I think I have more than 10. I really do think I have more than 10, and that's another one. But you know what? It's amazing. It's really, really nicely done, so I'm gonna show it to you anyway. This time we have Yum Pistachio Gelato version of Zimaya. AFNAN also has one. It's Kiana Angel, I think, and I really, really love it. I showed it to you already. It's amazing. And this one is the Zimaya version. It's not exactly the same when it comes to the notes, but you know, they're pretty much almost identical. Let's be honest. This one is called Inekas Solis, and it's 100 ml, and I kept it in a box because I wanted to show you how it actually opens. How cool is that? It's actually perfect for a gift. I really cannot complain about the presentation this time because it is Middle Eastern, but it's very beautiful Middle Eastern. It's like Art Deco Middle Eastern. It's giving me Moroccan vibes. It's absolutely gorgeous. And so is the bottle. The bottle is phenomenal. It is iridescent, kind of like, you know, My Little Pony, like Aurora. I love the cap, which is metal. And I love the plaque. It's a beautiful, beautiful plaque with kind of like marble in the middle and that beautiful mosaic around. If they could made all these fragrances in such bottles, I would like die. Just make different colors, but put these fragrances in such bottles and I would be so happy. And all of us, I think, would be so happy. But okay, let's get into Inekas Solis. Yes, this is another inspiration from KAYALI Yum Pistachio this time. However, this one again feels a little bit more refined. This one has pistachio ice cream, cardamom. It has pear, peony, raspberry, and jasmine, and in the base it has marshmallow, tonka, sandalwood, and cedar. Whereas, for example, our Paris Corner version, Cair Pistachio, has so much more notes. It has cotton candy, rum, hazelnut. Then we have another dupe from Latafa, Affection. It doesn't have cardamom. It has more lactones and is definitely more milky. Then another dupe we have is from French Avenue, which has peanut, and it's very, very nutty one, and saffron and honey. So they, you know, my point saying all of that to you is that they are kind of different. They're not exactly the same. You know, KAYALI, which I have right here, KAYALI and pistachio is different than this. And it's also different than a Paris Corner version and Fragrance World version. So they all are inspired by this OG baby, but they have their own twists, and so does the Zimaya version. What I have to say is that I definitely love this bottle the most out of all of them, out of any brand, out of everything. Another one that I really, really love as well is Zimaya Kiana Angel. And that one is way sweeter, way more girly. It doesn't have cardamom. I would say this one is a little bit more mature again. Like, I feel like Zimaya with their inspired versions is going very much into a refined, mature route. And I really like that because you know, I'm not 18 anymore and I have a good nose. So I can appreciate if someone makes something that's smells a little bit more, you know, higher shelf. This one I would honestly say is, I think, the most similar to the original out of every single dupe I've smelled, and I think I've smelled them all and I have them all, which is a bit embarrassing, but okay. By the way, do you want me to make like a full-on comparison of all the dupes for Yum Pistachio Gelato from KAYALI? Because I have the OG and I have all of the dupes that came out, I think. Let me know if you want that. Do you need it? Do you want it? Comment below. This one, I think, at the moment, along with the OG and Kiana Angel from AFNAN as well, I think I like the most. I feel like Cair kind of went back on the shelf. So did Latafa. I think Latafa, even though it's the most lactonic and like preference-wise, I would maybe say I would love it the most. I actually don't use it that much. I like this one the most, and Kiana Angel from AFNAN. And Cair, I also really love. But this one feels the most mature, the most refined, and yeah, I really love it. The pistachio is definitely here. So this one, a great one. I love it. I love them all. Of course, my least favorite here is Charisma, but that's just because I'm not crazy about Creed Carmina. But I really wanted to try it and test it for you because I know that there might be a lot of you who are looking for a cheaper alternative for such expensive fragrance because it's very well loved in the community, just not by me. But it's a solid one. It's a solid one. Definitely less dark and more peony than the OG, but you still get the same vibe for sure. So that is my assessment on these fragrances. Love them all, use them all, and if you want to purchase anything with a good price and a discount code on top, then I definitely suggest using my link to DXB fragrance shop and using my code. Yes, I do get a very small commission out of the sales, but I truly am recommending a legit shop that will deliver quickly to you and has pretty much the best prices online. So that is all she wrote, my darlings. I am done talking, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. And in the meantime, you write me in the comments if you want that KAYALI Joopy Joop video or any other Joopy Joop video that you might think of. And yeah, see you later, alligator. I love you. Bye.